You're actually delivering and selling confidence. So make sure you understand your core purpose and what you're actually delivering. It really bugs me when people go, we're going to cut the marketing budget. People only cut things that they don't actually believe gives value or creates an outcome. I know it's really appealing to try to go and be on every single platform that exists, but let me tell you something. Welcome to the Marketing Factory, where we don't blend in. I'm Marissa Candy, founder and award-winning marketer. And for over 2 decades, I've helped businesses think differently about their marketing and achieve powerful results. In this podcast, I'll share proven strategies so that you can create profitable marketing campaigns that drive real impact for your business. Ready to turn clarity into action? Let's get started. Hey, and welcome to the Marketing Factory podcast. I'm your host, Marissa Candy. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about 20 years of expert marketing advice in 10 minutes. How am I going to do it? Let's go. The counter's already started. I'm going to give you 10 top tips. We're going to focus on them for about a minute each. So if you need to come back and recap this podcast or listen again, please feel free. Number 1 at the top, the most important thing to do with your marketing is understand your core purpose. Understand why you exist, why your business exists. This is really important. Let's just relate it to a story. If you're a hairdresser, are you selling haircuts? Is that it? If you're a barber, are you just doing a beard shave? Or what happens if you didn't exist? What do people have to do? We have to go around and cut our own hair, right? So understanding your core purpose, you're actually delivering and selling confidence. So make sure you understand your core purpose and what you're actually delivering. Number 2, strategy first. Always. We need to know what we're doing and how we're going to get there. I'll talk about this a lot throughout the podcast, right? When you listen to me, you'll know that I'm a big believer in strategy first. And I'm going to share with you some crazy numbers in future episodes about strategy. We really need to be thinking about how you're going to achieve these outcomes, how you're going to get there. Have a plan, right? Imagine trying to get from one destination to the next without maps, trying to do it the first time. And a lot of times in business, we're doing things for the first time. We're getting to our first 100 customers. We're getting to our first milestone of revenue. We want to have a strategy of how we're going to get there, get the team all on board, and boom, let's go. Number 3, let's be results driven, okay? It really bugs me when people go, I can't afford marketing, or we're going to cut the marketing budget. People only cut things that they don't actually believe gives value or creates an outcome. So if we're results driven and we know that for every dollar that we intend to invest into marketing, we're going to see a return from, then hey, happy days. Let's go to the finance department and ask for more money in our marketing budget. So if we are results driven on every single dollar that we spend on our marketing actually produces a return, then hey, that can really change our view and our impact on business. Number 4, know your audience. Now, I don't want people to blanket this. Please don't blanket your target audience into one main group. There are potentially several groups that are buying from you and that need your business. And the way you actually speak to them can be different. Okay, so the way that you might speak to one group is very different to how you speak to another group. They've got different pain points. They've got different goals. So make sure you know your audience and you're actually then tailoring your message and tailoring your marketing to appeal to each of them. Marketing segmentation, we can talk about that in the future. Don't have time for it in this episode, but we will touch on it later. Number 5, consistency builds trust. Now, I know it's really appealing to try to go and be on every single platform that exists, okay? You want to try this, you want to try that, and I really applaud you for giving things a red hot go. But let me tell you something. How many days do you want to be in business for and operating? Every day? Great. Then your potential audience and your potential customers need to see you operating every day. They're only going to know that you exist if you are built and you are there every single day on that platform. So I like to give an advice that stick to 2, platforms and do two things really well. Nail it, okay? Nail it, and then go and add something else on, another arm in your marketing. But nail those two things first, because when you go somewhere and you're doing something for a couple of months or a week or two, then you disappear. It's like, hey, man, where did they go? It's like, so again, consistency builds trust. People need to see you. They need to see you there often. You keep showing up. You're like the best employee that keeps turning up and showing up and giving them what they are expecting. And that builds trust. Just quickly, if you're a business owner struggling to see results from your marketing, or you're overwhelmed by the thought of marketing your business, we can help. Book in a call with my team using the link in the show notes, and let's get your brand thriving without the struggle. Now, back to the episode. Number 6, we need to stay agile and adaptable. Things change. Life changes. Business changes. People change within it. So if we expect to go through this business that you've started and nothing's going to change, then that's unrealistic, right? A great leader, a great marketer can be agile and adaptable to change, because change itself is an opportunity. Because something's changing form, right? It's changing form. So a great marketer will actually see the opportunity in change and go with it. But if we go through life and thinking nothing's going to change, everything's going to remain, and if anything goes wrong, the sky is falling, Chicken Little, oh my God. Okay, so we need to be agile and adaptable. A big one, if you want to grow, number 7 is collaborate. Don't be afraid to collaborate. And you know where the best collaborations happen? With people that you think might be, in fact, your competitor, when they're not. They actually are there to add amazing value. Here's some tips on collaborating that you'll be able to go away and apply now. Think about your business. Think about who you do business with, number 1. And if you go after the same target audience as another business, perfect collaboration. Just like, let's give an example of us. We love talking to business owners. We love helping people with their marketing. So anyone else, and whether it be anyone else that talks to business owners to try to get a result for a business owner, like accountants, would be a great collaboration and a great partner for us. Number 8, really important, is to stay true to your brand. Be authentic. What's that old saying? Everyone else is taken, so you may as well be you, right? Trust is built through authenticity. You might be able to hold up some sort of facade, and maybe you think this energy of mine will only be here for a couple of episodes, but it's not, unfortunately. This is me, or fortunately, in fact. Your difference is your superpower, and we can talk about this in future episodes as well. But stay true to your brand. Look at all the big brands of our time and how they've stayed true to who they are. One of the great ones out there is Apple. Apple know who they are. They know what business they're in. They're here to connect you, and they are here to embrace you with all the leading power of technology and being a visionary, giving us things before we even know that we need them. So stay true to who you are and stay true to what your business does. 9, we need to celebrate and measure success beyond sales alone. This is really important, guys, especially if you are in a startup stage. The big successes might not be there yet, but there's all these little micro moments along the way that you have to celebrate, and not just for you, but for your team, if you have one. If you've got people, bring them with you along the ride. Look, in our office, we have known to be having bells, musical instruments. We come in and someone comes back for a meeting and they're pumped, and we want to share that. You know, like, if you believe in universal energy or not, I do. I think that we're all pieces of energy that's walking around in this skin, and we have a vibration. When we move, we vibrate, and that's where this law of attraction, this magnetic force, we attract what we give. So again, if you can share those celebrations through your team and not keep them bundled up into one person or yourself, celebrate along the way, because it's all about enjoying this journey and having fun. And the last point that I'm going to leave you with is to keep learning and evolving. As the busy business owner, who's actually conducting your annual review? What KPIs are you giving yourself? When was the last time you invested in your own development? So don't think of it as being selfish. Think of it as a great investment, because if you invest in yourself, you are going to be the best leader. You are going to be the best at what you do. And let me be honest with you, as someone that has gone on a very steep professional and personal learning journey as of late, the rewards go far beyond business. They exude into your personal life, and it really brings a lot of meaning to your work and to your purpose here. So I hope these tips have been helpful. To recap, love you to give me some feedback on what you've learned, what you've loved. And again, look forward to speaking with you again soon in the next episode of the Marketing Factory podcast. Stay cool. Thanks for tuning into the Marketing Factory. If today's episode helped bring clarity to your marketing strategy, please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast or Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform. Stay connected with us on the socials at The Marketing Factory or at The Marketing Factory AUS, and let's keep turning clarity into action.